One day, Edward was in the sheds where he lived with the other engines. They were all bigger than Edward and boasted about it. Edward won't use you again, said Gordon. He wants strong engines like us. But the driver and fireman felt sorry for Edward. Would you like to come out today? Oh, yes, please, said Edward. So he lit a fire, made lots of steam, and it was soon puffed away. The other engines were crossed for being left behind. Edward had a lovely day. He was working very hard, the coaches thought he was very kind, and the driver and fireman were very pleased with him. I'm going out again tomorrow, he told the other engines that night. What'd you think of that? The other engine couldn't say what they thought, as Edward was so tired and happy that he fell asleep at once. The next morning, Edward found nothing had changed. Gordon was still boasting. You watch me, little Edward, as I rush through with the express. That'll be a splendid sight for you. Goodbye, little Edward. Look out for me this afternoon. Edward went off to do some shunting. Edward liked shunting. It was fun playing with freight cars. He would come quietly when we would push. Then he would stop suddenly, and the silly freight cars would go bump into each other. Ugh, he screamed. Whatever is happening? He will continue playing until there were no more freight cars. Then he will stop to rest. Presently, he heard a whistle. Gordon was very cross. Instead of nice shiny coaches, he was pulling a very dirty freight train. A freight train, a freight train, a freight train, he grumbled. The shame of it, the shame of it, oh, the shame of it. Edward laughed and went on to find some more freight cars. Then there was trouble. Gordon can't get up the hill, said the foreman to the driver. Can you please take Edward and give him a push? They soon found Gordon halfway up and very cross. The driver and fireman were talking to him severely. You're not trying. I can't do it, said Gordon. These silly freight cars hold the engine back so. Edward's driver came up. We come to push. No use at all, said Gordon. You wait and see, said the driver. They brought Gordon back down to the bottom of the hill. I'm ready, said Edward. No good, grumbled Gordon. They pulled and pushed as hard as they could. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it, grumbled Gordon. I will do it. I will do it. I will do it, panted Edward. Edward pushed and puffed and pushed as hard as ever he could. And all before he realized it, Gordon found himself on the top of the hill. I've done it, I've done it, I've done it, he said proudly. He had forgot all about kind Edward and didn't say thank you. Edward was left far behind and very tired, but he was glad because he had been so helpful. The driver and fireman were very pleased with him. The fireman gave Edward a nice long drink, and the driver said, I'll get out my paint tomorrow and give you a nice blue paint with red stripes. You can be the smartest engine in the sheds.